Blessings, beloveds, and welcome. My name is Carolyn. Thank you so very much for joining me here. This is your Ascension Energies weekly reading. It's for May 31st through June 6, 2021, and we are really coming to the completion of clearing the juxtaposition, which is the division template from within and without, and this commenced really launched off last June 2020, and we're coming up to a full completion of it. And with the upcoming June solstice, winter-summer solstice, that's also going to be a very big event. So this eclipse season that we're in right now is the portal gateway of our ascension, essentially, ascension up out of these lower vibrational timelines and dimensions into New Earth and into an enlightened state of being. And this is all through our consciousness and the raising of the consciousness and the unity consciousness. So we've really seen a narrative out there of divide and conquer the human race through all different agendas, especially since last 2020. This whole 1 year has been multiple narratives being thrown in our faces, trying to put human against human. And that division template is over. And so this is why there's been a big explosion of that narrative as well, being forced upon the public. And it's us light workers here that we are to express unity consciousness, continue evolving and ascending into unity consciousness so that we can express that to the collective and override this narrative and help support the divine and all of our ascension moving forward out of this 26,000 year Piscean age that we've been in, which has been under this different template of division and separation, especially from God, so, and your own source consciousness. So these illusions are being removed, especially in the first fruits and the first wavers is what I'm hearing specifically. And those of you that are here on mission as star season light workers to serve this ascension time for New Earth, for Mother Gaia, and for our hearts and the spirit of the Most High and our new hearts. So let's see how so we're really in a very big time right now. This is a big June, and this eclipse season and going through this portal is huge right now. It's a galactic frequency that's coming in, and our physical ascension into the light body is happening now. And so this opening has occurred. It occurred in May 2021. There's a new channel of information, new source codes coming into our consciousness that we haven't had the breakthroughs to access now. So it's like and it's bringing this heart upgrade, because we're merging whole in the heart. This creates the torus, the toroidal field, and this is our connection. We have a torus within our own heart space and our own vessel, the torus with Gaia and the galactic center as well. And so there's all these embodiments of this torus field that we're all becoming and merging one on and becoming one field through this new heart space. So this is another big energy that's coming through. And to do this, to get to that point here, it's to remove the separation and division within your heart and within your masculine and feminine self. So now that we're having that marriage now and coming back whole, then the torus is going to start exploding through you. And this is consciousness. So let's see how this is going to be unfolding for everybody this week. We've got Observer here and the Five of Cups, which is a throat chakra card as well. So understanding, wisdom coming in, and we also have divine love, and it does look like a portal opportunity is happening and that you are getting balanced and centered, and this is all coming in to unity consciousness for you. And so this could be a higher understanding, especially emotionally, because it is all about love and the heart space. And so a lot of us here have had, and I'm hearing the word manipulation, emotional wounds where people used your emotions to manipulate you. They took advantage of you, for example, and this is something from childhood is what I'm hearing. And just being an innocent child, and that was taken from you in some sort of way here, and it created us an inception point here that love, it wasn't unconditional. Love is conditional, and there's rules around it, and this is what you're breaking free of and ascending back into divine love and unity consciousness is what God is saying. So it's opening you up. It's flipping you. This week is a flipping time here of opening you up now to a higher degree of love. It's accessible here for you, and it's going to take you out of feeling vulnerable. There's definitely like a purification that's happening here, and it's cleaning out these channels of source information, and it's going to allow this the true consciousness of Christ, this truth from Creator, to access more and more, and it's coming into the heart space, God is saying. So it's like it's just a consciousness of love, a vibration of love that's coming in, and it's bringing understanding to the emotional body ultimately, and not the mental body. This is an emotional upgrade week here, heart harmony, and this is part of your ascension. It's the mind and the heart that all this focus is going to be on for a while here, and attuning and aligning. And the soul star is what God is saying. So we got the soul star and the stellar gateway that are the higher chakras to source. So your soul star, your soul self, high up above your energy body here, is aligning and opening up. So there's a beautiful more connectiveness to your own spirit, to your own higher self, your own wisdom, and that relationship. And this is coming back into you now, because these things have been removed. And I think this is where this observer is coming in, because this is consciousness that that we're being asked to attain and receive into the heart space. And so it's like rebooting the heart. And I keep hearing like there's major heart activations that are happening. So you might literally feel your chest cramping, like pushing on your heart, getting it going this week. And it's waking you up here, and out of this frequency that kept you trapped. So and so this is a higher emotional state of being that's coming in for you to have. It's going to definitely support you leaving any victimhood consciousness and attracting difficulty, like lower consciousness, vibrational heart wounds is what I'm hearing, like heartbreak wounds. You're getting to that source. You've gotten to that source here, and you're breaking through it. So I'm feeling like this Sagittarius full moon supported the breakthrough happening, and now it's like opening this seal, and it's removing what has been blocking you from having this level of unity of love. And so when you're free of this, and this freedom occurs for you this week, it's going to allow you to attract other love-based people and realities into your life. And it's enlightenment, God is saying. This is like through your emotional body, this enlightenment's happening this week. So it's an emotional week, a week of emotional enlightenment for you here, and freedom from this entrapments that kept you, the karma's cleared basically, that seeded this lower frequency in your emotional body that was attracting low vibrational relationships and karmic cycles. This is a mastery on clearing out the emotional body and all the triggers, God is saying. So like the ego triggers around that, and mirroring and going through different experiences with people that were forcing you to ultimately accept better for yourself, especially in the way people treated you and respected to you and responded to you here, and setting boundaries as well. So this is you really getting more powerful, but based on love. So this is an ego. This is power, the power of love that's giving you the sovereignty and freedom. And then purification as well. So I feel like you have a big freedom somehow, some way through this. And it's a freedom from karmic, this old cycle of Piscean cycle of karmic contracts in this emotional heartbreak loop. We also have time for a nap, and it's interesting that these foxes are showing up, because these are like the entities we've been removing, are these deceitful, shady liars, energy vampires that were manipulating and taking advantage of you. And I'm hearing the word spouses too, taking advantage of spouses. It could be something to do with past relationships or marriage contracts you've had that fell apart because these entity energies were incepted in there, and they created difficulties as well from your partners to treat you poorly as well. So there's a big clearing that's happening on this level, and it's going to replace attracting now Christ consciousness people, basically, that are not, they're empathetic and loving as well. They're equally beautiful exchange of energy, instead of that narcissistic frequency that I feel like you were attracting. So we've got take a nap, heal thyself. And so there's a lot of that green heart space energy coming in here in the emotional body with the water. It's number 24. 224 is 2424, and that could be the 6-6. So there could be a masculine healing definitely here of attracting more males or men in general, masculine counterparts in general here that are in a higher vibration of emotional consciousness, like you are basically here. And I feel like you attracted people before based on your relationship sector was like high chemistry that you had. You were highly attracted to them. It was a physical relationship, not an emotional relationship, but the physical part made you feel like that was love, possibly, for example, or that you were getting that love because of the physical, maybe material items as well, but it wasn't an emotion. The emotional part was missing. So this is the breakthrough that you're having now, that you're going to be attracting the emotional and the mental and the physical part, but somebody that's more mentally and emotionally invested in you is what I'm seeing here, is what the new cycle is going to be for you. That's clearing this week. So we do have the Queen of Swords with that as well. And I think this is where this is coming in, another throat chakra, crown chakra card coming in to heal the suppression here, these trauma wounds as well, trauma bonds is what God is also saying as well. So these bonds, these contracts, past life, soul-bound contracts, they're over here, and this rest, and like this is happening this week. There's no stopping this, and this is like the divine intervention coming in to make this change for you here. And your role is to just focus on this healing, especially the mental body and the emotional body, and getting this rest and rejuvenation while this sorcery ends, is what I'm hearing. And so this is, and God is saying it is that biblical component where it's clearing the whoremongers, the sorcerers, the liars, that cheater, all these wizards and witchery that were manipulating and controlling you, and like controlling the whole collective. This is the big thing that we've been clearing here, and the brainwashing spells here, and the manipulation and these sorts of things. And so this is the component that's of yourself that's being healed from the chakra body, God is saying, and the mental system, and it's washing away, and the neutralization, the clearing of the sins, these sorts of things are being healed, and it's being healed with the blood of Christ is what I'm hearing specifically. The blood of Christ is healing these heartbreak wounds, and it's healing the trauma body, the emotional trauma body, and these are past life and genetic trauma body, cellular things. And this is why this healing is going to be important. And you might physically, like the muscles might hurt, like the pain might be difficult to get out of bed if you are purging. But I'm not saying there is purging this week here, but the focus is that you need to take care of yourself, however this might be reflective to you, and nurture yourself, and know that if these ascension symptoms are coming up, that is because the chakra system, God is saying again, is being healed, the mental body. So these are subtle levels, and of course it's like the water in the body and the liquids as well, like the fluids. This is the system that this healing also is going to be going through your body with, right? So, and it's a cellular memory, God is saying as well, chakra system. So it's like you could be releasing stuff like so deep, so past life, so cellular. So you can't necessarily say I'm crying right now, or I feel sad right now, or I'm having this experience right now because of ... This is deep trauma wounds and trauma bonds that are healing your soul. Your soul's calling here is calling you forward, God is saying. So it's taking you out of these entrapments and these karma wounds. And so you've got freedom, like, to walk away from this cycle as well this week. And I feel like you can do it peacefully. Like, there's not going to be this coming after, running after you, trying to catch you or stop you or reattach to you. I really feel like sin, I'm hearing the words again, sins are being washed away. And you're protected by God, and God is doing all of this. He's purifying the flesh vessel. Another chakra card, throat chakra card here as well, here with this justice card. And so it's like God, the Shekinah is his wisdom coming in and destroying with this justice card as well. This is a destined time and destined week to get justice for you, especially in this part of yourself, to heal yourself and it's going to bring more of this. It's because you're getting an upgrade. You're really getting a cellular upgrade, and the new chakra system, God is saying as well here. And so the opponents that are blocking and preventing that is what justice is happening. These deception, these foxes ultimately as well, they're being illuminated and highlighted. And so you might, and chakra in the chakra system as well, there might actually be feedback that you feel pain or like certain parts of your body might react where the chakras are to when you're dealing with these fox kinds of people and wolves in sheep's clothing kind of people here, and deceptive liars, and your body could literally be giving these feedbacks. So do pay attention to that as well, and what chakra it's correlated with in the body and where that clearing needs to be. But a lot of it is all up here, right? So it could be about speaking your truth or setting boundaries, but I don't feel that. I feel like this is like more like God's coming in and protecting you and taking you away from this difficult cycle, and so that you can rest and replenish here while the divine destroys this karmic loop and removes it out of your cellular debris for good for you. And chakra system, I'm hearing again. We also have 18 communications, so it's loud and clear. I think that this is coming through, and we have a change in the wind, number 12, which is beautiful, and it's supporting you purify. You can see this, all this stuff is like coming up and out of you. It's transmuting out of you. It's leaving you behind. There's division is going to end. The black and white division is going to end. So you're all one. You're going to be whole through this. Whatever's transmuting and leaving you is supporting you coming back together whole, and having this, like these people would have been, if you were sharing private information or ideas with people, these people, they would have talked you out of doing the right thing or the best thing for yourself, or changed your mind, stole these ideas as well, like the chakra system. You're being remunerated, God is saying, actually, for this behavior. So this seems like a finale, and we've certainly been clearing all of this sort of stuff out of the tribe the past year as we've been removing the division templates. So it does seem like the finale to that, and a forced removal is happening for you, which is why this healing needs to happen for you to release all of this stuff. And again, it's like this is soul stuff. This is old soul stuff that is been trapped in the cellular body that's being released for you. So this is meant to happen, and it's going to change your life in a positive new direction for you here. And you're definitely there's going to be new relationships coming out of this, new romantic relationship cycles where these people are going to be authentic and truthful and honest with you. And this is a big opportunity to another big week of leaving this old Piscean age behind as well, and walking into this new golden age with new relationships, new earth, new health, new abundance, all this new, the new light body, and being a plasma light body ultimately is going to be coming out of this. We're going to be returning back to that original state of being and consciousness, and all is through the consciousness that we get to this embodiment here. So your whole mucous membrane system, I'm hearing, as well, as being supported here, and galactic information is also coming in, and there's a lot going on in the galaxy as well. God is saying that supporting here, like all the members of Christ, I'm hearing that all the councils of Christ, all the star families, star races, angelic realm, all the ones that are of Christ and Christ consciousness here, there's a clearing. We're all experiencing this clearing and activation right now, is what God is saying. So this is a universal week, and I'm hearing that conundrums are no more, and I believe that means like difficulties or hiccups, and instead your mind, the old ego mind, is being removed here, and this Christ consciousness mind is coming in, and this is how God's starting this new life cycle, this new goddess age, this new age of Aquarius, this new golden age is through the consciousness. So this is a big week that's supporting that for all of us. So we're going to be actually going back into your ancestry, this ancestor spirit card, and whatever this information is that is to be cleared out of the cellular memory, the mucous membranes, the chakra system, all of this energy and the subtle body and the past life ancestral cycles here. We're going to be diving in and tapping into all of that and getting more cards and whatever else comes through from the Most High to support you this week. So if you'd like to join us on Vimeo for the extended reading, all these healings and activations and alignments are there for you and accessible. The Vimeo link is right down below. I also do cover down below some of the energies we do cover in the extended reading, so you can see if you feel guided to participate with us this week. I also have a newsletter on my website. You can subscribe at 144godcode.com, and also if you want to contact me with any questions there or information, you can contact me there through my website as well. And I also do a card of the day here on YouTube and Instagram to support you Monday to Friday during the week with the energies. So if you'd like to subscribe here or on Instagram or both, you can get more information from me as well to support you daily. So thank you so very much for joining me. I love you. Have a blessed week. Take care. Be blessed. Bye.